Well, that's not gonna work. Hey YouTube, it's Maddie, and today I'm going to be making my first ever YouTube makeup tutorial. I've been wanting to make a video like this for so long, so I'm so happy that I finally sat down and did it. If you guys have any questions about the products I'll be using in this video, please leave it in the comments below and I will get back to you. It's like a voicemail. Please leave your message and I will respond to you as soon as possible. Thank you and have a nice day. Okay, so the first step I do is use my Mary Kay moisturizer. I do use the full skincare system that they have. So once I'm done with my moisturizer, I apply my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Foundation. I actually just got this foundation from Sephora a couple days ago because my other one ran out. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on my e.l.f. brush. I use almost all e.l.f. brushes just because they're super cheap and mainly just because they're super cheap. Looks like that. Next I'm going to use my Mary Kay concealer. This is an Ivory 1 and I just put a little bit of that on the back of my hand and then use another e.l.f. brush. Looks like this. This concealer I really recommend because it's full coverage but it doesn't like look cakey at all. So I apply some under my eyes and then on any blemishes. So now I would usually set all my foundation and concealer with the Makeup Forever HD loose powder, but as you can tell I'm like basically out of it. So I'm just going to take the same concealer brush that I did and just with what I do have, I'll just set the concealer under my eyes and on any blemishes that I want to set as well. Moving on, I'm going to use the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. I'm going to go in with a e.l.f. angled, I think this is the blush brush, but I use it for bronzer because it works nice. And if you've watched like contouring kind of videos, they tell you to apply it in like a 3 shape, meaning like here where your temple is, to your cheekbone, and then down your jawline. So that's kind of what I do as well. Once that is all blended, I'm going to use this blush by Clinique. It's actually like an eyeshadow palette with a blush. It came in one of those little like free gifts you get in the spring, hence like the sunglasses, but it's fall. It's fine. Again, I'm gonna use an e.l.f. mineral powder brush, this guy right here. It's really soft. I'm just gonna apply this on the apples of my cheek and then work it back towards my cheekbone. Like that. Now for highlighting, I'm going to use the What's Up by Benefit, also one of their best sellers with their Hoola bronzer. So I'm just going to apply that right on my cheekbones and then a little bit on the bridge of my nose, as well as my cupid's bow and my chin. So I'm just going to blend that in lightly with my fingers. There is like a little like spongy blender thing, but I don't really like to use that too much. I do like using a cream-based highlighter like this one rather than powder, just because I think it blends nicer and it looks more natural. Now on to the eyebrows. I am actually using an eyeshadow palette for my eyebrows. It's this one right here. I use this darkest brown shade. So usually I'd use the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I ran out of that and I need to eat this week, so I'm just gonna use this instead. I'll start off by just brushing through my brows with, oh, I dropped it. So I'm just gonna put a little eyeshadow on the brush and start applying it. You don't want to go to like Cara Delevingne on your eyebrows, just kind of chill it out. Then I'm gonna use the Clinique Lid Smoothie. This is in 04 Gingerly. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on my eyelids. I use this as kind of my eye primer for my eyeshadow and it works really well. Then my favorite part is getting to use the Naked 2 by Urban Decay palette. It is my favorite palette of all time. Look at these pretty colors. How can you not be in love with this palette right now? With the thinner side of the brush, I'm going to use Booty Call, which is this one right here, and just apply that right underneath my eyebrow on my brow bone. That kind of gives it a little bit of a highlight. Next I'm going to use Foxy, which is the lightest neutral color on the palette, and just apply that on the lid and in the inner corner of my eye. Since this is an everyday makeup tutorial, I don't really go too crazy with all the colors. I just really like to use this neutral brown one. It's not shimmery or anything, but it's called Tease, and I'll use the fluffier side of the brush and just get a little bit of that and just apply it in the inner crease and really blend that out. That's usually all I do for eyeshadow. So next I'm going to use the Revlon eyeliner. This is the color Stay Skinny. So I just started using this actually. I got it when I got my Bare Minerals foundation, and it works really well. It's a super thin tip there, so I like to have more of a thinner eyeliner look, so it works really well for that. And also if you're into like doing cat eyes or whatever, it also works really well for that. Once I'm done with the eyeliner, I'll give it a couple seconds to dry just so I'm not making a mess when I put on my mascara. So I'll wait a couple seconds. I think we're good. So now I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes just a little bit. Make sure that they're really separated before you put on your mascara, because then that'll help it look separated after you put on your mascara. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in waterproof. I usually only use waterproof mascara because by the end of the day, even if I'm not swimming, which I usually am not, it'll end up like down my face. So I don't know why, but this one is the best mascara, like hands down, that I've ever used. I really recommend it. It lasts a long time. I got one in June, and then I just got a new one like about a week ago. So usually I just apply 2 or 3 coats of this, and I don't usually put mascara on the bottom lashes because even with the waterproof, it still ends up smearing all over my face. So I just don't want to deal with that. For the final step, I don't usually wear lipstick, so I have this little jar of EOS, and I like to use, I think it's coconut milk, this little pink stripy one. Is what I use the most, and so I'll just apply a little bit of that and call it good. So this is the final makeup look. I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more beauty related videos or whatever videos you want to see, please leave them in the comments below and I will be sure to respond to you. Thanks for watching. See ya!